Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Ready?
Shift! Watch the shift!
General West!
Check Mike! Watch 85!
On the ball!
Sponge! No! Hey!
Over here, I need one over here!
Hit it!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming!
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You go through draw corpus. You got time right there. Hey! Check the call, check the call. 45's the mic. Ready?
Now it's Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
8 read. Watch the run. Wide, get wide. Check 3. Showing it. Slam. Rock it.
To throw. And he can't get.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Check 45's the mic. Here we go. 45's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the twist. Hard. He's coming. Double up. Hey, Delta. He's coming. Double up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Check. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Army. Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
55's my guy, 55.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert completes it to Davis. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
70,
but still,
no yardage.
Okay.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
I got you, boy.
Operating from the gun. Herbert being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
For the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 79 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 28-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Haywood!
(21-3) is your score after one.
With the score, Buccaneers 21, Falcons 3.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the run. Kill. Alert 3.
Hey, Sam on!
Lucky. Check it back.
Now!
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going right side here, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jameis now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is Winston. Airing this one out for it. Got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Ready. Blue 80.
Mike 37. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
Green, triple team.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Trying to collect. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Come to my world.
We follow.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He completes it to Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Buccaneers first down.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
First down, Winston. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball. When Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. I got it.
Hey, Orvin.
55 is Mike, guys. 55. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go. Here we go. Shift. Slam. Kill.
Yep.
Check your hot read.
Ready.
From the gun, Herbert trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Check.
Wait. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll make it 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Easy. Flip.
All right, T. Let's go. All right, T.
Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Black 22.
Mike 45.
Black hot.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Again, it's Winston. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check 31, check 31.
Green, triple team. White. 22, let's go.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 43. Jam. Big Ed.
Leo.
Kill. Shit. SOS.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Devin White in there to drop him. And sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Alert flare.
22 jet bomber. Look, squeeze. Yes.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going for a right side here, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's checking. Crash.
Topper!
Mike 55.
Go!
Eat. I got you.
Let's go!
2nd and 5. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Mike 55. Let's
Go! Get it!
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Herbert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Y'all not ready. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
Go!
Watch the pass.
Shoot!
2nd and 3. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Come on. Deep river.
From the gun, Herbert airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're running it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Hey, seam 6.
I got you. Mike 55. Lane. Hey, check Mike.
4th down. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And the Buccaneer first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Winston now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd and 2.
Here's Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tight end left, tight end left.
Flip it, flip it, flip it.
3 down.
3 down. Check 52.
Check safety, check safety.
Sonic. Green, triple team.
90 is a mic.
Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking downfield, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good. Back now here on EA Sports. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gay now set to kick it off.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Here we go, night, night. Time to go, night, night.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check.
Hey, high 7.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Check 99. Check 99.
Go.
Motion, 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 motion. 45, 45.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big run there by Jones. 54 yards on the ground.
1st down, Buccaneers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Nothing.
Sonic.
Watch 22. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Easy, easy, easy.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike, Mike. You remember me?
Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Let's go, baby.
Where's that up?
Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there.
You draw corkers.
Pick your game up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Check 24. Check 24.
Check. Shoot.
Deuce. Guard. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Herbert looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Shoot.
Throwing again on second and 10. Herbert. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is Freeman on first and 10. Freeman with a fast feet. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Watch twist. Switch it. Come on, switch it up.
Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check 26.
Ready.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Look at me, zipper. Now.
Here we go on second and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
45, 45.
Hey, Delta.
45. You rush.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 5.
On third down, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Mike 55. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
On fourth down, Herbert letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Ready. Blue ready. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Five on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 20.
On first and 10, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 30, 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Easy. Hey, let's go.
Here I come.
A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Check 37. Check 37.
Switch.
On first and 10, Herbert airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
45. Mike, 45.
In your face.
Throwing again. Herbert. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, wahoo!
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
So we got man.
45.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
45.
Hey, orbit.
Let's pick it up.
On 1st down, Herbert. Looking right sideline, that's complete. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Winston here to throw. And this is caught by Evans. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. 1st down, Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
5-0. Easy. 22. Check.
Mike 22, he's caught. Mike. Let's go, defense.
Jameis again. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.